Yes? Fantastic. Welcome back. We have an interesting session now around a couple of emerging technologies, mobility, around GIS infrastructure and its value. So for the next session, I'd like to call upon Muhammad Flafel from Zscaler. Please come up on stage. And Zubair Ahmed, would you please come and join us? Zubair is a GIS services manager from MIS, and Muhammad Flafel is from Zscaler. Please have a seat. Have a seat, please. So this session is about building a modern university infrastructure, and we're going to start off with Zscaler, with Muhammad, who's going to talk about BYOD. Mobility is obviously on the rise, and he's going to touch upon how organizations are managing their mobile environments, their students, their professional staff. So, Muhammad, can you please come up on stage? This is your clicker.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Muhammad Flafel. I come from a company called Z Services, Zscaler Middle East Cloud. And we are here today to walk you through a new technology. Something new came as a trend, which is mobility plus cloud. This is what we are going to talk about. I would like first to thank the people in Salman bin Abdulaziz University and IDC to host us here, as well as I want to thank our partner, Darbita IT, for having us and for being a loyal partner for some time, who are very advanced in, I would say, with the education and dealing with universities here in Saudi Arabia. So let me start and let me try to utilize the 10 minutes that we have today for this topic. First, we're going to talk about how the trends has advanced and how technology has changed. Before, we used to have a traditional computing devices like laptops, old mobile phones that have limited access to internet and to information, which has transformed to a new wave technology, a trendy technology that utilizes internet, utilizes wireless data, utilizes any kind of information and content. Also, at the same time, we have seen that the application that used to sit in the headquarters, in the premises, in the offices, have moved to the cloud. Now we see that there is Office 365, which is hosted over the cloud. There is Google Apps. There is Dropbox file hosting. Most of the applications are moving towards the cloud. So we have two trends that change the way people are looking for security, change the way customers, users, universities looking to adapt technology for security, and change the way that vendors like ourselves will offer security services for customers. As a Z Services or Zscaler Middle East Cloud, we only deal with cloud security, where we build cloud security solutions for local traffic termination and in-country logging, where all traffic termination will be done in one place, in a cloud security, high available cloud node hosted in Saudi Arabia, where users coming from different places, coming from the campus, coming from different branches, coming from even mobile devices, will go through the cloud to access their enterprise, their business application, their online exams, to access their Facebook accounts, YouTube accounts, social networking accounts, any kind of information over the internet, and to address at the same time the security of those devices. Everyone now has a mobile phone, iPhone, iPads, Android, any kind of mobile phones. Now, having those phones in the campus, in the universities, might cause issues in security, issues in protecting the business and the information within the university, and this is what we do. We make sure to secure those internet connections, those phones. When users access the internet, they go secured. When users from the campus here access the wireless, for example, I'm a guest. I come here for today for one day for the university, and I need a wireless connection. You want, as a university, as an education school, to make sure that I will not harm you. I will not cause viruses, malwares, trojans to come through my devices, through my laptop, through my mobile, and will cause you issues in the university. So what are the problems of mobility or mobiles? When you say mobile or mobility, it's not just the iPhone or the Android. It's the iPhone, Android, the tablets. It's even the slim Mac Airs, the laptops. All of these are part of mobility and bring your own device. I can now depend on my students just to bring whatever device they have, and I just register them, provision them within the school mobile device management maybe, and enforce policies on them. I force them what to do and what not to do. And this is most of the time as MDM, it will help you to protect the assets of the university, the mobiles and the devices itself, but it will not do security for you. The issues for mobility and BYOD, protecting corporate resources and data. This is an issue. I want to make sure that no one will access through his iPad the SQL server or the database server within the university to maybe by mistake introduce a virus or a malware. At the same time, there is an issue restricting mobile traffic to download the unauthorized app, or what we call them the poor reputation applications. Now, if you have the iPhone or the Android, you will have multiple hundreds, thousands, millions of applications over the internet, over the market app. And many of those are not secure. They leak information. We all hear issues about when you just buy a mobile application, it will start leaking your contact to the outside. That's a big issue. How we can make sure that it will not happen with me when I give my students a mobile to use within the university. Also, there's the visibility into mobile application traffic accessing the mobile resources. Now, as the mobility advances, we have many schools and universities have iPads for online exams. I want to make sure those iPads are utilized correctly. They are not utilized in a bad way, either intentionally or by mistake to maybe harm the resources of the university itself. All of these are good, but also we need to make sure that reporting is there. Real-time reporting, analysis of the traffic. I want to make sure that at this time, I know what this student has been doing. He has been accessing YouTube for leisure, or he has been accessing YouTube just for education. He's been accessing maybe Facebook to post information, good information about the university, or he has been leaking information from inside to the outside about university that can ruin maybe the image of the university itself. At Zscaler, we have developed something called Zscaler Mobile Application Profiler. This is, everyone can access this one by going to zabzap.zscaler.com. When you go to there, you can just type anything. iOS, for example, application Angry Bird, any kind of application. You can type that application, or maybe any education or any business application. It will tell you exactly, is it secure or not? It will tell you, is there an issue using this software or not? It will tell you, for example, this application will leak contacts, will access your camera, will access your maybe internal information on the mobile, all of these things. So we make sure that by understanding the network and the internet connection of that mobile, we can limit, lock, allow, or block those applications based on its profile itself. Then we have also developed something called Safe Browser for both Android and iOS. Now, anyone has a mobile Android, mobile or iPad, iPhone, just go to your marketplace, download something called Safe Browser by Zscaler. This application, this browser, you'll stop using the default browser you have on your mobile, and you start using this browser to go through the internet. It will secure you, make sure that no viruses or malwares or Trojans can be downloaded on your mobile. It will make sure, for example, as a university, I can say students from 8 to 12, they cannot upload videos. They can watch videos, for example, about nursery, about doctor or whatever, any kind of videos or YouTubes, but they cannot upload videos at all. I can make sure that using those kind of control to say no one can tweet, no one can send Facebook, because from 8 to 12, 8 to 2, it should be pure studying time hour. No one should post anything. They should just be busy in studying or doing whatever they ask to do. Or maybe I can limit the access to the internet from 12 to 2, where I have online exams. Those kind of controls, most of the universities now are looking to implement and looking to have. Also, some I would say universities or customers, they don't have a mean to control the devices. Also, we developed something called Secure Agent. Secure Agent is a tool where it forces all iPad iPhone devices to go through the cloud. So regardless if I'm using YouTube on the browser or I'm using the YouTube application, it will go through the cloud. So I can force the students to use those applications wisely without misusing the university network and internet connection just to play games or maybe just to watch videos without any need. Then we want to talk about the real time and the visibility and reporting. This is the dashboard, actual dashboard from the cloud node itself, where university administrator can have access to such management tool, where they can, for example, see that this amount of students or employees or staff, they have iPhone, the other amount they have using iPad, they are using Android or whatever. So it classifies the mobiles itself. Also, we have a classification for per application category, classification per application class, per risk, so I can know how many viruses, malwares, attacks being downloaded and being utilized through my internet connection in the university. So to summarize what we have been talking about, BYOD, bring your own device is good, but you need to have also security around that, because BYOD mainly addresses the protection of assets. You need to protect the resources and the application that this BYOD is accessing. You need also to make sure that zero latency. What is zero latency? That when I use my iPhone to access the internet through the school, it will not be, there will no be delays. So almost it will be same security with no delays. This is what we are looking for. Finally, this map shows our presence in the Middle East. Of course, we have more than 52 data centers around the world as a cloud security. In the Middle East, we have in each country in the Middle East a cloud node, almost each country. In Saudi, we are partnering with CAX, with NurNet, with AwalNet, and there are also coming service providers where the node will be sitting there doing two things: local traffic termination, applying security policies for education, for enterprises, for customers. At the same time, local logging. All the logs will be saved here as for retention. 2 years of log retention, where any university administrator, IT administrator can, for example, check up to 2 years the history of certain students, certain staff, certain security measurement, all of these at the same time. This is it. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be here around with the Beta IT booth just to answer any question or whatever need you are looking for. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. We will take questions on BYOD and mobility following the next presentation. Our next presentation is